and welcome to this edition of Peak Life on Scene. As you can see, we are here at the Centerville Turnpike Bridge. That's this big, huge structure behind us that is temporarily off duty for the time being. I am here with Earl Sorey, Assistant Director of Public Works. Earl, thanks for being here.
Yep, thanks for having me.
We have gotten a lot of information in about the Centerville Bridge. Big, huge project affecting a lot of people here in Chesapeake. We want to just kind of go over some of those frequently asked questions so that we can help the public understand what we're doing here.
Yeah, of course.
So give us a real quick update about how this project came to be. It was not for lack of planning. It was not decided last minute. A lot went into getting to the place where we're at.
That's correct. So actually it was years in the making. So we worked with the Virginia Department of Transportation to identify funding for the bridge, to scope the project. And really the goal of the project is to extend the life of the bridge another 15 to 20 years while we work on a plan to replace the structure. Because what we're doing right now is major rehab work.
So this really is our pre-planning. This is it. We are planning for the future.
Correct.
All right.
Yes.
Great. Why did we have to completely close the bridge? I think that's always the big question.
Yeah. It really speaks to the extent of the work being done. So we're completely replacing the electrical system. We're replacing much of the mechanical system. We'll be replacing the deck, the steel girders. We're painting the bridge. There was lid-based paint that had to be remediated.
Oh, wow.
But the most critical element of all of that is it's a swing span bridge. So the pier that bridge sits on and rotates on is actually being reconstructed as part of this project.
These are big, heavy structures,
Absolutely.
So a lot of wear and tear.
Yes.
Now, a big question that we've heard is, why couldn't we have built a temporary bridge to kind of help bridge the gap while construction was going on?
That really speaks to the navigable waterway that the bridge crosses. So there's a lot of traffic up and down that, a lot of commercial traffic. So in recognizing that we had to keep the waterway open to traffic, temporary structure just wasn't feasible.
And I think that's a common misconception with all of our drawbridges is that the water traffic has the right of way. So we really have to accommodate them. That
is correct. And the Coast Guard was very good about working with us because recognizing the heavy traffic that was going to be diverted from Centerville to other routes like Battlefield Boulevard, they did allow us to skip some of the scheduled openings. So,
that's great.
Typically, we would open on the hour every hour at the Great Bridge Bridge during the week. Right now, we're able to skip the 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. opening and the 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. openings to keep traffic moving. Now there's some exceptions to that. So what we call red flag vessels, when they come through carrying hazardous cargo, that they're always allowed passage.
Which makes sense. I mean, you really don't want a big huge ship with hazardous materials sitting there waiting for a bridge lift. We want to keep moving that stuff through.
It's all about safety and security.
Okay. Army Corps of Engineers, I believe, did something similar with the North Landing Bridge.
They did. So they own and operate that bridge, and they mirrored our request to the Coast Guard to modify their bridge opening schedules as well.
Great. Another possible route for folks is, of course, Dominion Boulevard, the Veterans Bridge. Help us understand why that toll has not been lifted for this 6-month period.
Yeah, so in building that bridge, the city took on roughly $300 million of debt.
Wow.
And of course, as part of repayment of that, there's a bond indenture that in very much detail goes into how the debt is to be repaid, and it also specifies under what conditions the tolls can be lifted. And basically, those conditions are either a local, state, or national emergency. So think of a hurricane evacuation, where we did lift earlier this year.
Yes.
But in this case, resulting traffic from a construction project does not check the box for that.
So kind of like having a mortgage, you can't just say, we're not going to pay for 6 months. We gotta fulfill that.
That's right.
And that money all goes back to the road itself, maintaining and
yes,
right?
Every bit of it goes to that. Yes.
Great. We are standing here at the beautiful Marina.
Yes.
Obviously, right on the side of the water. These businesses on Centerville are still open.
Yes, both north and south, all the businesses are open.
Great.
We have signs helping to to direct their customers, and I know that the businesses would appreciate their support.
Absolutely. So don't be deterred by the sign at the end of the road. Be sure to read it carefully, because you can actually go down Centerville,
That's right.
come all the way to the water. You'll see the construction and you won't be able to go into the construction zone, but
That's
there's
right.
plenty of businesses still open, still wanting to have you come visit them. So we hope that people will do that.
Yes, we do.
Earl Sorey, thank you so much for this great information. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of Peak Life on Scene. We'll see you next time.